Hi, it's State Senator Tony Hwang. We are at the Capitol, but today is really, really special because it's Probate Judge Day, and we have probate judges here visiting legislators, really experiencing what the Capitol is all about. We have Judge Lisa Wexler and Judge Jeannine. We're going to have them explain what districts and towns they cover, but more importantly, for them to share the incredibly important work that they do as a probate judge. Not everybody always understands that. So, Judge Wexler, if I may.
Sure. Hi, I represent Westport and Weston. And first of all, Tony, on behalf of all of us here today, we wanted to thank the entire legislature. We know the Senate is in session for your support of the probate court system and your deep understanding of the kind of work that we do. And for those who don't know what we do, over 50% of what we do has really nothing to do with people that are bereaved and managing their estates, but it's more like social work. It's a lot of children's issues, it's conservatorships, guardianships. It's representing the people that don't have a voice to represent themselves. And Jeannine Lewis is a fabulous, fabulous probate judge. Jeannine, go ahead.
Hi, I'm the probate judge for the District of Saybrook. I serve 9 towns along the shoreline, so Chester, Clinton, Essex, Deep River, Haddam, Killingworth, Lyme, Old Saybrook, and Westbrook. So it's my pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
Well, it's one of the most beautiful parts of the state, next to Westport and Fairfield. But I think, Judge Wexler, you said it very, very well. Most people think it's bereavement and estate settlement. That's only 50%. But the difficult task of guardianship and children issues are so important. And when you say about social work, it's such a critical element. But from what I have heard, and we have a fantastic judge, Kate Maxim, in the Fairfield area, which I want to give a big shout out to. But the kind of compassion, the kind of patience in supporting families during these very, very difficult times. You said social work, but I think it's much more than that. You are a confidant and comfort in rendering decisions that will impact families. But can you elaborate a little bit more? Most people don't understand that till they're in the midst of it.
Yeah, so for example, let's say someone in your family may have dementia and they need somebody else to take over. Sometimes people don't have immediate relatives, so we have to appoint somebody who's entrusted as a fiduciary who the judge and the court knows is going to do a good job. People with intellectual disabilities, when they become 18, they don't have their natural guardian anymore, and their parents have to show up and say, our minor, our person with intellectual disabilities needs us to continue to make decisions on their behalf. We do adoptions. We do all the surrogacy petitions. We do removal of parents for abuse and neglect in situations where there is a relative like a grandmother who wants to take over. So it's a lot of intricate matters, right, Jeannine?
Absolutely. And I think another not so well-known area that we deal with is end-of-life issues, removal of life support. But I think the children's matters are very integral to what we do as well, which we have concurrent jurisdiction with the Superior Court on some of those matters, but we handle some very, very sensitive family matters. And we have regional children's probate court to handle some of those, where we have licensed clinical social workers really giving their input and helping for better outcomes for the family. So We're very fortunate.
And the one other thing I forgot to mention, since it's the bulk of what I do, is that probate courts have exclusive jurisdiction over mental health matters. So we happen to have a psychiatric hospital in our district, as you well know, and I'm there very frequently for commitments and petitions to compel medicine over the objection of the person. And all of these matters are the most sensitive kind of human rights. And we are very cognizant of that in making our decisions.
Well, you have educated us up in the legislature, but more importantly, for the audience that's listening, that when they experience these kind of difficulties, they don't always know where to go.
That's true.
And thank you to both of you in sharing this kind of information and a resource, because you have your office in the town halls that you're based in, and you are a resource for people that are going through these kind of struggles from your experience and the guidance and the temperament. And I must say, having met a lot of you, you have that sense of comfort that you give to people. So I'm grateful, and thank you for your time. And welcome to the Capitol. Isn't it a beautiful building?
It's beautiful, and it's our pleasure to serve.
It really is. It's our pleasure to serve.
Well, it's our luck and real honor to have you, and thank you for your work.
Thank you. Thank you, Tony.
Have a great day.